Welcome to my house. This would have been the front door.
It's difficult for Rebecca Abella to walk through what was meant to be her forever home.
We are standing in what was my dream, and this is what we've been left with.
The single mum spent her life savings on this before her builder suddenly abandoned the site in September last year.
I actually had a full breakdown and I lost my job. And I work looking after people, so I couldn't look after myself.
But it only got worse. She found out the workmanship was so poor, her only option was to demolish it and start again, which could cost $600,000.
But I won't be able to start again.
She doesn't qualify for insurance because her builder, Ultra Residential, did not become insolvent.
I feel like an idiot for not doing more research in the first place, but sorry, they don't insure you for the build cost.
Rebecca says alarm bells started to ring when there were constant delays and excuses from her builder, Stuart Cherry. But what she didn't realise was several other families in the area had already experienced the nightmare she was about to endure.
How was I so trusting? How did I hand over so much money? And why don't I have a home now? Like, it's put me in a position where I don't know where to go next.
The ABC has spoken to half a dozen families who used the same builder with devastating consequences. Half had to demolish their homes and start again, while others had defects so bad it'll cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix.
It's difficult to come here and actually physically look at this.
Andrea Brown's family is one of those. Her house is about 3 kilometres down the road from Rebecca's.
This was supposed to be the final home for us, our retirement home that we planned for 6 years, and now we have nothing.
She found out in May last year her builder, Hulkin Developments, which Stuart Cherry worked for, had gone insolvent.
The whole world just came crashing down with that phone call.
She had to tear down her house, which was half finished, because of bad workmanship. While she could claim some insurance, she says her family's close to $1 million out of pocket.
Here we are 3 years down the track and we have nothing, absolutely nothing. The biggest cost is the mental health cost and the cost on the families, and what the time lost and the time wasted fighting these battles when all we wanted was a house.
Andrea tried to warn the Victorian Building Authority about Mr Cherry in March last year. The authority is currently assessing multiple complaints about Mr Cherry. His building licence was suspended last year for not paying his registration fees. He's declined to comment to the ABC.
He has to be stopped because he could be doing the same thing to other families right now.
New data shows there's been a 143% increase in building insurance claims in Victoria in the past financial year. It's a problem that's being replicated across the country as lawmakers find ways to solve the housing crisis at the same time as the number of builders going bust skyrockets.
If a builder just abandons the site and stops working, typically they're not covered by insurance, and the individual homeowner will need to pursue them through the courts. So that's a difficult and onerous position, and I don't think it's very fair.
There are calls to better fund tribunals to speed up resolutions and increase the amount of insurance homeowners can claim, which is only $300,000 in several states.
Sometimes that's not enough to pay for the financial loss that a consumer suffered.
After years of fighting, Rebecca and Andrea still don't have homes. They're speaking out in the hope no one else has to experience what they did.
To anyone that's going to build, you've got to do massive amounts of research. And I thought I had done enough, but I was wrong.
Bridget Rollison, ABC News, Jan Juck.